Hey everybody, I'm Meteorologist Candace Campos. We are here at the News 6 Clicco studios, pinpointing kind of a nasty day across Central Florida this morning. We started off at about 3:45 with a tornado warning for far northern Marion County. Then we had the severe thunderstorm warning in Volusia County till about 6 this morning. So it's already been a very active start to our day. Now the good news is things have kind of dialed back just a little bit. As I'm coming to you live here at about 10:30. Only problem is I walked out for a few minutes. We're starting to see some of that sunshine peeking through some of that cloud cover. Any sunshine that we do see will start to warm us up. That makes that air buoyant, makes it easier to lift, and instability will worsen. So we are going to see conditions continuing to deteriorate as the main line comes through. All the activity that we saw earlier today was all well ahead of the front. The main story is still making its way right now over the Panhandle and into the Big Bend area. So let's get to the maps, show you what's going on right now. Here's kind of the big picture where we're watching a pretty late season front. It tends to happen during the middle of March that we get one big last hurrah of winter weather, and we are going to be cooling our highs down later on this week. We'll be staying in the 60s, overnight lows will be in the 40s. The weather is going to be gorgeous. Now, the only problem is we do have to get through some of this kind of nasty weather. So again, satellite and radar composite right now showing you where that line is. You can see there's still a lot of instability ahead of it. For that area you see kind of shaded in that green, basically from Ocala southward, that is the Storm Prediction Center giving us a marginal risk of severe weather today. Basically just saying that, hey, there are all the factors that we could see: gusty winds, heavy rain, lightning, and even an isolated rotating storm in the forecast throughout the day. I'll be pinpointing the timing of how severe and where the severe weather will be in just a few seconds. But let's look at the live radar again. This is 10:36 in the morning. Most of the activity is still north of our viewing area. Let me take myself off the screen real quick so you can see a better view of that live radar. Right now we are seeing pockets of heavy rain moving in between Ocala and Bellevue, stretching out towards the west throughout Denellen. And then once again, it's kind of an unsettled day again. This is kind of round two for you guys who are watching us from basically Bellevue northward, north of Daytona Beach. This is your second round of that rough weather for you. In Palm Coast, Flagler Beach also seeing moderate to heavy rain. Not as much lightning as we dealt with earlier this morning, but again, as we start seeing more sunshine, especially across our southern zones that have a little more time to heat up, that's where we are more concerned with the severity of some of these storms. Also, I wanted to let you know that earlier today till about 7:30, we had aerial flood advisories as areas basically from Palm Coast south through Ormond Beach and then stretching through Pearson, almost into the Ocala National Forest. We were all under flood warnings as we saw up to about 2 inches of rain in some spots with an additional inch or so throughout the morning. So certainly a soggy start across our northern zones. So let's kind of take you on a quick little tour here in Daytona Beach, Ormond Beach. I know it's the first day of spring break for a lot of folks, and the weather's really not going to cooperate today. If you're not seeing the rain, you're going to see the cloud cover. If you're not seeing the cloud cover, you're going to see the wind. So today is certainly not the best beach day. Tomorrow, even though the sun will return, it won't be a great beach day either, as the winds will be another big story. As we continue to zoom in throughout areas of northern Lake County, parts of Marion County, you can see those scattered showers. It's kind of still funneling in through there. As of now, no warnings are in effect, but again, that will all soon change. Still a lot of instability ahead of that front. You can see some of those quick moving showers bubbling up right over Altamont Springs through Winter Park and Ocoee, out through the Claremont area as well. So the reason why we talk about the severity increasing the further south you go, because areas where we're not seeing any rain could be seeing a lot of sunshine, and all that sunshine, especially across our far southern zones, you guys will have kind of the longest opportunity, or the highest opportunity, to see more of that sunshine, which will create more of that lift, more of that instability that we do not want to see. Now, we do want to see all this rain, that's for sure. We would love to see some more rain in the forecast. Unfortunately, it comes in a severe threat, and that's where things start getting a little dicey. All right, here are your weather headlines now through, well, about 10, 11 o'clock. It's going to be Marion. It's going to be Flagler, Volusia County. Those storm chances will start to increase more towards the noon to 2 o'clock hour. We're going to start spraying those showers and thunderstorms further south and east. So up and down the I-4 corridor, Seminole County, Northern Brevard, Orange County, all will be seeing the threat for that severe weather. Again, this is more that severe weather threat timeline. Then by 2 and 5 o'clock, most of the activity will be pushing south of the area, so we should be in the clear for the most part by about 4 or 5 o'clock, as Chief Meteorologist Tom Searles will be here live pinpointing your weather forecast for your Monday. All right, this is your forecast modeling. Now, some days the modeling does not do a good job. So far, as of about 3 o'clock this morning, almost 2:15 since I've been here, the modeling has verified perfectly. So we're going to continue to keep a very close eye on this one because it seems like it really has a good handle on the atmosphere and all the factors involved with it. So as we move the clock ahead, we're stopping the clock about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, kind of peak lunchtime there. You can see that main line comes through areas of Volusia County, making its way into Seminole County, Orange, Central, Lake, and Sumter County, and then out through the coastal zones there in Brevard County. That line kind of pretty much pushes out by about 3, 4 o'clock. The severe threat goes further down, shifts through Osceola and southern Brevard County, lingers till about 5 o'clock, and then that front is out of here. It's not going to stay very long. It's not expected to lift back up or cause any more issues. It's on its way down to Miami. And behind that front, we will start to see the winds really start to pick up. Humidity levels will drop. So the critical issue tomorrow will be the wildfire concern, as the conditions there are prime for any of those fast-moving, kind of quick pop-up wildfires that we tend to see this time of the year. So the main impacts as of right now, it's heavy rain, seeing it already on the radar. Tons of lightning in some of these stronger storms. Embedded within some of these storms, we're also talking about wind gusts upwards about 30 to 40, even 50-mile-per-hour winds. We had that, especially in Volusia County, under that severe thunderstorm warning earlier today. Hail, also a possibility. We were pinpointing kind of some streaks of small 1-inch sized hail, pea-sized hail. Some of it kind of melting by the time it gets down to the surface, but it was still there. Tornado risk, I know that's always the biggest concern for a lot of people. As of now, it's the lowest threat on kind of on this list, but it's not completely null and void. There is still that risk that we could have an isolated rotating storm. So, of course, making sure you're staying weather aware, and that Pinpoint Weather app. That Pinpoint Weather app was crucial for me today as I was in the green room getting ready. Our show starts at 4:30. We do some tapings beforehand, so I was in the green room just kind of finishing up before coming out on the show, and my Pinpoint Weather app alerted me of the tornado warning. We ran into the studio, went on, and delivered the tornado warning to you guys about 3:45 in the morning. So it just goes to show you, if meteorologists themselves are using an app, you know it's a good app. It has interactive radar. You can select those GPS location services. That way you get the alert morning, noon, night, whenever you need it, as weather threatens, like that tornado warning. Downtown Orlando right now, 77. We are warming up. We do not want to see these temperatures warm up any further, as again, that instability, that heating makes the air a little extra buoyant and doesn't take much to lift and create some strong storms. 77 as well in Leesburg, but areas where we are currently seeing the rain, it's much cooler. We're at 66 in Ocala, 66 as well in Palm Coast. Now throughout the day, temperatures are going to be maxing out into the low 80s, about 82 degrees, all dependent on how much sunshine we get. Rain chances today, pretty much guaranteed shot of some type of rain throughout the day, whether it's a sprinkle or a severe strong storm. That will be in the forecast. Rain chances up to 70%. But once that front clears, by about 5, 6 o'clock, the winds will start to whip up. Temperatures will take a tumble. You won't feel the big drop in temperatures tonight, but by tomorrow afternoon, you will notice a big difference in the air. Temperatures are going to be struggling to hit the 70s for your Wednesday and your Tuesday. But the coldest night will be Wednesday night, with overnight lows down into the 40s and 50s. So sweater weather is not dead just yet. Okay, I know a lot of folks on spring break. It's been feeling like summer now for almost a month and a half. And of course, when everyone's finally out, getting ready to go to the beach and enjoy spring break, this is the kind of weather I'm giving you. I apologize. I didn't plan it like this. 81 again today will be your high, but it will be cooler. I wouldn't call it cold, but it will be cooler. It will be windier Tuesday and Wednesday. By the time we head into St. Patrick's Day, we'll be right back above average. That will be a fantastic day if you want to enjoy the beach, you want to enjoy any boating activities. Thursday and Friday will be your best days to do it. Come Saturday, it looks like the spring break will be kind of bookend with two kind of nasty days, today and Saturday. Saturday will be another round of some rain. We'll have a better idea as we get a little closer to that, but that could also come with another drop in those temperatures with highs back into the 60s for your Sunday. So again, if you're planning on hanging out on the boat today, I would highly advise you not to do so, as we have hazardous boating conditions, small craft advisories, high risk of rip currents for beachgoers out there. The bays are going to be choppy. It's just a mess. Keep your feet on the ground. There's plenty of things to do here in Central Florida to enjoy your spring break. Fast forward the clock, though, Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. Will be the coolest weather we've seen. Models have warmed us up a little bit, so not as much 30s and 40s. We're more 40s, 50s in the forecast for your Thursday. So still a chill will be in the air. Don't put away the sweaters just yet. You will need them once again, not only for Thursday, but also potentially next week as well. Throughout the next couple of hours, again, running above average in the low 80s, decent chance of rain. But of course, as we were talking about, there will be that possibility of some strong to severe storms. So before I leave you, just wanted to give you one more look at the live radar so you can kind of plan accordingly throughout the day. The clouds are out there. We're sucked in with all that cloud cover. And again, you want more cloud cover today. I'm a big fan of getting some of that sunshine in, but you do not want it on a day like this. We got several lightning strikes now as far south as, let's say, southern Flagler County and into kind of downtown Ocala. That's basically where that line goes, but you can see there's a lot more instability and action behind that first line. So, of course, it's going to be certainly an active day. So the best rule of thumb is staying informed, making sure you have that Pinpoint weather app. I use it every day, whether it's storming or not. Making sure you have that downloaded. Just search WKMG in your app store. And of course, if any weather breaks, we'll be joining you here on YouTube, clickorlando.com, News 6 Plus app. Don't forget to download that one. That one's free on your smart TV. But for now, meteorologist Candace Campos, have a great day. Stay safe and stay dry.